Hello folks, welcome to another episode of Whiskey Colin here. We're down by the lake and we've got a Signal Hill here. So we're going to crack this open. I've never really tried this before too often. Certainly never had a bottle before, so we're going to take a look at this and see what it's about. It's 40%. It's got a 94 points at the tasting panel. It's non-chill filtered. It says here, welcome to one of Canada's most beautiful and iconic landmarks, Signal Hill. Aside from its panoramic coastal landscapes and natural beauty, Signal Hill is an international historic landmark. As the site where the first reported transatlantic wireless signal was received and a waypoint for the first non-stop transatlantic flight, it will forever stand as a symbol of the human spirit's desire for connection. We raise a glass to Signal Hill and its place in history with this fine whiskey. Using the highest quality corn and barley, we age our spirits in 3 barrel types: Canadian whiskey, new white oak, and bourbon. Our blending process creates a beautiful amber color and provides layers of flavor for you to discover. The nose is a delicate blend of honey, vanilla, and dried fruit with a hint of spice. The mouthfeel is rich, full-bodied, and well-balanced with a warm and lingering finish. All right, folks, should be exciting. Let's see what the bottle looks like. Oh yeah, good looking bottle, pretty classic. It's sort of got a cool, the logo kind of comes out, juts out in kind of a cool way. Anyways, folks, I'm glad you could join us today, and we're really going to get into this. Okay folks, here we go. I'm gonna crack this sucker and see what we've got going. I hope you've got a drink yourself. You've got something similar, a Canadian whiskey, or Signal Hill itself. We just had a whiskey event recently and tried a special edition of Signal Hill and really liked it. I think this is a bit more of the regular one, but we'll see how it goes. Let's see if we get a good cork pop. Oh yeah, there we go folks. That was a good one. Okay. Good healthy pour, as usual. Yes, nice dark color. You know, it's funny, they mention the color, but then they don't necessarily say in the bottle that it's natural flavor. So I'm not sure if usually they'll say that if it's pure natural flavor. So not too sure what that's about, but they do say non-chill filtered. Let's see what we've got in the nose. I'm getting kind of a bit of a molasses, almost a little bit of a plastic rubbery element to it, in a good way. I do like that in a whiskey. But yeah, I'm getting kind of rubber, molasses, maybe a little bit of caramel. Kind of a nice, you know, maybe a touch of vanilla. Okay folks, let's see what it tastes like. See what the palate tells us. Cheers, and I hope you got something yourself. You know, I'm getting a bit of a date square, fig, raisin, a little bit of almost a nice combination between brown sugar, and molasses. Again, go back to the nose and a little bit of that plasticky again. But I've always said, I kind of like a plasticky element to my whiskeys. The texture is kind of medium. It's not thin, but it's not super rich. Let's have another sip. There's some oakiness, and I'm almost getting a slight hint of smoke, both on the nose and the palate. But again, as I'm sipping it and smelling it, definitely that raisin, fig, date square is coming out, which I really like in a whiskey normally. This is it's really well grounded, and for 40%. It's got a decent a bit of spice in it too, so it almost it tastes a little bit stronger than 40% in a good way. This is nice, folks. Nice Canadian whiskey. Some Canadian whiskeys sometimes I find can be a little bit too bitter. This doesn't really have that. It's really offset with, again, that raisin, the spice, a bit of oaky, vanilla, a little bit of brown sugar, maybe a touch of caramel. It's a really well balanced, nice sip. Decent long finish. For 40%, it's got a nice warm finish. So yeah, this is really good. I would recommend this for sure. Anyways, folks, I'm glad you can join me. I hope you're having something yourself. Let me know in the comments what you think of this one, if you've had it before, and we'll see you next time, everybody.